Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Jyotsna Tiwari and welcome to today's daily current affairs session where we will discuss each and important points regarding this particular your upcoming exams regarding this current affair, that which type of question will rise on your exam. So we have discussed each and every point regarding your exam in this particular today's session. Okay guys, so don't waste the time and let's have to move on this today's session. But before starting this session, let me change my pen color, then we will discuss each and everything in details. Okay guys, so here you can see the first news of today's session, and the news is that a bill introduced in Lok Sabha to replace agriculture. Okay, so basically here you can see that recently a bill which is introduced in Lok Sabha for replacing the agriculture sector. Let's have discussed that which type of important key points regarding this news. What is agriculture? What is Lok Sabha? Okay, let's have discuss each and everything. So here you can see that the Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Shri Narendra Singh Tomar, introduced the bill Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assures that Agriculture Service Bill 2020, and Minister of State for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Shah Rao Sahib Patil Danve, introducing the Essential Commodities Amendment Bill. Okay, 2020 Lok Sabha on 14th September 2020. The purpose of this bill is to change agriculture apart from the increasing the income of farmers. What is the characteristics behind this particular news? Let's have discussed. The bill seeks to provide the bill seeks to provide a national framework on the agriculture agreement. It will protection and empower farmers to engage with agribusiness firms, process wholesalers, exporters, or large retailers of the agriculture services. Okay, this will enable to farmers to sell the future agriculture produce and the agreed price in fair and the transparent manner. What is the Essential Commodity Amendment Bill 2020? Let's have discussed. The bill seeks to remove items like edible oil, cereal pulses, oil seeds, onions, and potatoes from the list of the essential commodity. This will allay fears about private investors, regulatory interface in their operation. Okay. The bill provide freedom to farmers to produce, hold, move, distribute, and supply. So guys, I hope you'll understand each and everything in detail. Let's have discussed that which type of question will rise on your exam regarding this particular news. So here is first question which will definitely rise in your exam, and the question is that a bill introduced in Lok Sabha to replace agriculture. Okay. So first question will rise in your exam, that recently a bill which is introduced in Lok Sabha to replace the which sector? Then your answer will be agriculture sector. First question will rise then, who is Narendra Singh Tomar? Then your answer will be Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Rural Development and the Panchayati Raj is Narendra Singh Tomar. Vice versa question will rise in your exam, that who is the Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj? Then your answer will be Narendra Singh Tomar. Okay. Introduce the bill Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Prices Assures to Agriculture Services Bill 2020, and the Minister of States for Consumer Affairs. Okay. Who is the Minister of States for the Consumer Affairs? Then your answer will be Rao Sahib Patil. Who is the Minister of State Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution? Then your answer will be Rao Sahib Patil. Then be okay. What is the name of this bill? So this bill is Essential Commodity Amendment Bill 2020, which is presented in Lok Sabha on 14th September 2020. Then you will have to learn this date. What is the main characteristic? So here you can see that the bill seeks to provide a national framework on agriculture agreement. Okay. Agreement, it will protect the and empower farmers to engage with the agriculture firms. Okay. Processor, wholesaler, we have already discussed. What is the commodity amendment bill? So these are the items which is included in the commodity amendment bill 2020. Okay, so I hope you understand each and everything in details, guys. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. So here is the next news of today's session, and the news is that India defeated China to become a member of the United Nations Commission on the status of the women. Okay. So here you can see that the India. Let's have discuss some key points that how India defeated to China. How? Let's have discuss. India has recently been elected as one of the members of the Commission for Women, which is body of Economic and Social Council. India will be a member of 4 years from 2021 to 25. India's membership now supports India's commitment to promote gender equality and the women empowerment in all efforts. India, Afghanistan, and the China contested before the Commission, and both countries voted between 54 members, and China could not win this ballot. So, what is the Commission on the Status of Women? Let's have discussed. It is a global intergovernmental body of the specifically promotes gender equality and empowers women. It is a functional commission under the Economics and Social Council. The CSW was established by ECOSOC Resolution 11 Sub 2, which was passed on 21st June 1946. The body promotes two rights of women, and the Commission also contributes to the 2030 Agenda for the Sustainable Development, which helps to accelerate the importance of the gender equality and the empowerment of women. The priority theme for 2020 is to contribute to the Beijing Declaration and the implementation of the platform for review and action and the result of the 23rd special session of the General Assembly and towards the full realization of the 2030 Agenda of Sustainable Development. Okay, so I hope you'll understand each and everything in details. We have already discussed each and everything. Now let's have discussed that which type of question will rise in your exam regarding this news. So here is first question in your exam which will definitely rise. The question is that India defeated which country to become a member of United Nations Commission on the Status of Women? Then your answer will be China. Okay. Next question will be rise. The India become the member for how many times? Then your answer will be for 4 years from 2021 to 25. Okay. What is the abbreviation of CSW? Then your answer will be Commission for Women. What is the abbreviation of ECOSOC? Then your answer will be Economic and Social Council. India's membership now supports to India's commitment to promote gender equality and women's empowerment in all factors. Okay. India, okay, how many participants in this particular voting? Then your answer will be there are 3 participants, there are 3 contested. First one is India, second one is Afghanistan, and the third one is China. From among them, the India was again the 54 members voting and won this particular and defeated to China. Okay, so you will have to also learn the CSW full form. Then your answer will be Commission of the Status of Women. You will have to learn the ECOSOC. Then your answer will be Economic and Social Council. Okay, which was passed 21st June 1946. Okay, I hope you'll understand each and everything. Yeah, you will have to also learn this one is that this is the 23rd special session. Okay, and there are the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals. Okay. So I hope you'll understand each and everything in details, guys. Here is the next news of today's session, and the news is that recently PM inaugurated 3 petroleum sector projects. So if we talk about PM Narendra Modi inaugurated 3 petroleum sector projects. So what are these 3 petroleum sector projects? Let's have discussed. So 3 major projects related to petroleum sector in Bihar have been dedicated to the nations by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi through video conference. What is the main idea? So the 3 projects includes first one is Durgapur Banka section of Pradeep Haldia Durgapur pipeline expansion project, LPG bottling plant of East Champaran and LPG bottling plant at Banka. Bottling plants will empower Atmanirbhar Bihar. Here we till now we have already learned one thing that is Atmanirbhar Bharat. But here we will learn one thing that is Atmanirbhar Bihar. Okay. So Atmanirbhar Bihar by meeting the growing demand for the LPG in states. The LPG bottling plant to East Champaran and Banka has combined capacity of 80,000 cylinder per day. These plants have been commissioned by the Indian Oil and the HPCL under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. The Banka plant will operate in several districts including Bhagalpur, Banka, Jamui, Aria, Kishanganj and the Kathiar in Bihar. The bunker plant will also operate in Godda, Deoghar, Dumka, Sahibganj, and the Pakur district of Jharkhand. Bunker plants of cost of rupees 131.75 crore. If we talk about East Champaran plant, so it will serve more than 5 lakh consumers in East and West Champaran, Muzaffarpur, Siwan, Gopalganj, and Sitamarhi. It will also operate in Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh. The cost of East Champaran plant is rupees 136.4 crore. Okay. Now, guys, we have discussed then which type of question will rise in our exam regarding this particular news, because we have already discussed that all the important points regarding this news. So let's have discuss. Here you can see that the recently PM inaugurated the how many petroleum sector project. Then your answer will be how three petroleum sector project. Okay. This is related to which sector? Then your answer will be petroleum. Inaugurated in which petroleum sector in which state? Then your answer will be Bihar. Who is Narendra? Sorry, here we do not Narendra Singh Tomar. Okay. First plant was the Durgapur Banka section. Okay, Pradeep Haldia Durgapur pipeline expansion project. Okay, you will have to also learn that there are 80,000 cylinder per day was combined in the LPG bottling plant of East Champaran. These plants have been commissioned by the Indian Oil and HPCL under the which ministry? So under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. You will have to learn. You will have to learn also these districts which is located in Jharkhand and these districts which is located in Bihar. What is the cost of bunker plant? You will have to learn, guys. This is very important. The cost of bunker plant is 131.75 crore. East Champaran plant. So the cost of East Champaran plant is 136.4 crore. Okay. So I hope you'll understand each and everything. The operate in Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh and the cost is we have already discussed. I hope you'll understand. You'll understand each and every point in details. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. So guys, here is the okay. Here is the next news of today's session, and the news is that scientists discovered life harboring gas on Venus. Okay. So basically here you can see that the recently a team of experts looking at Venus found the Venus has traces of phosphine gas in its atmosphere. Okay. Phosphine gas is associated with the living organism on Earth. The team used binocular in the Atacama Desert of Hawaii and Chile to observe Venus's upper cloud deck, which is about 60 km below the surface. What is the position on Venus? So here you can see the temperature condition on Venus has been described as hellish, which can also melt daytime temperatures. The atmosphere is completely composed of carbon dioxide. There are almost 96% of carbon dioxide. Clouds of sulfuric acid drops are present. However, the team detected traces of phosphine, but he also stated that the presence of phosphines alone does not prove the presence of life on Venus. So here are some key points also regarding the Venus. Let's have discussed some important points, some interesting points regarding Venus. Okay. So here you can see that the Venus is named after the ancient Roman goddess of love and beauty for the ancient Roman gods. If it rotates from east to west, Venus has no ring. It has no moon or satellite. It is called morning or evening stars. A rotation takes 5,832 hours to complete and it revolves around the sun every 22.47. Okay. Earth Day, it is a terrestrial planet referred as the Earth's sister planet due to their similar size, mass, proximity to the sun. Venus's atmosphere is extremely rich with the primitive noble gases. Venus is covered to the Earth every 584 days. It is revolves around the sun. Okay. So we have already discussed each and every point which is important for your upcoming exam. Let's have discussed that which type of question will rise on your exam regarding this news. So here is first question which will definitely rise on your exam, and the question is that scientists discovered life harboring gas on which planet? Then your answer will be Venus. There are how many? What is the atmosphere? What is the percentage of atmosphere of the carbon dioxide in the Venus? So that is almost 96%. Uh, Scientist has find which gas on the Venus, then your answer will be phosphine gas. You will have to learn the name of phosphine, which is very, very important. Okay, guys. So we have already discussed. Here are some key points. Key points are this: Venus is rotated to east to west. You will have to learn. Venus has no ring. There is no moon or satellite. It is called the morning and evening star as well. And also you will have to learn that this is called Venus is also called the sister's planet of the Earth. Okay, guys. So I hope you understand each and everything in details. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. And here is the last news of today's session, and the news is that government set up empowered group of ministers for corporatization of OFB. Okay, so basically here you can see that the central government has constituted an empowered group of ministers to oversee to process of the corporatization of Ordnance Factory Board. So the EGOM is headed by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. Let's have discussed as part of the Self-Reliant India initiative. This is a type of initiative. The government announced to 16th May that it would improve autonomy, accountability and the efficiency in armament supply for converting OFB, a subordinate office of the Ministry of Defense, in one or more government-owned corporate entities. About empowered group of ministers, let's have discussed. The EGOM will oversee and guide the entire process of the incorporation, including transportation, assistance and the redistribution plans of employees while protecting salaries and retirement benefits. The Ordnance Factory form of the integrated basis on the indigenous productions of defense hardware and equipment. The corporatization of this process to converting state property, government agencies, or municipal organization into corporations. The OFB has 41 factories to manufacture armaments for the country's armed forces. Okay, guys. So we have already discussed each and every point which is important for your upcoming exam. Let's have discussed some key points regarding this news. Let's have discussed that which type of question will rise on your exam regarding this news. So here is first question which will definitely rise on your exam, and the question is regarding that what is the abbreviation of OFB. Then your answer will be Ordnance Factory Board. Who headed this initiative? Then your answer will be Defense Minister. Who is the Defense Minister? Then your answer will be Rajnath Singh. What is the abbreviation of EGOM? Then your answer will be Empowered Group of Ministers. Okay, this is basically related to property, state property, governmental agencies, municipal organization or corporations. The OFB has how many factories are available in the OFB? Then your answer will be there are 41 factories, manufactures arms to the country's armed forces. Okay, so we will have to learn. We will have to also already discuss each and every point which is important regarding your upcoming exam, guys. So that's all for this today's session. I hope you'll understand each and everything in details. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment box. So guys, here you can see the screenshot of the quiz. So basically I want to say that if you want to give the quizzes on the daily basis, so for that you will have to Google Play Store, download the entry app now, and don't forget to register your mail ID and your phone number. After that you can give the quizzes on the daily basis or analyze yourself there, that where are you standing right now, and according to that you can boost your preparation. Also you can visit our YouTube channel. For that you will have to go to the YouTube, type the banking 2.0, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and don't forget to tap on the bell icon. Okay, so that's all for the today. Don't forget to like, comment and share this session as much as you can. You can share this session with whomever you are studying, your friends, colleague, relative, with whom you are studying right now. You can share this session. Also you can share this session on your social media platform like your Facebook group, your WhatsApp group, your Telegram group, wherever you are available. You can share this session. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for cooperate with me. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.